The House just passed a $4.5 trillion bill. Yes, can you believe it? This information just came out today. I couldn't believe it. I came across this information. The House just passed the $4.5 trillion bill. We have all of the news and the details right here in this video, specifically targeting those on a fixed income like Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA, and Survivor. You are not going to want to miss this video. It's loaded with information all the way into the end, so stick around so you don't miss this information. So the House just passed the $4.5 trillion GOP debt limit plan. Yes, there is some important information for those on a fixed income. We got some stimulus check information as well as the states that are sending them out. But before we dive into that information, thank you again so much for tuning in. We couldn't do it without you. Guys, if you want a chance to win a free Amazon gift card, all you got to do is join the family by hitting that subscribe button and smashing that like button. All you got to do is make that happen for a chance to win. We'll put your name in a drawing, and every Friday we do a giveaway. So if you want a chance to win, make sure to get that done. But with all that information being said, let's dive into the news. So yes, this information just come out today. The House just passed the $4.5 trillion GOP debt limit plan. Four most important cuts that could actually hit your wallet pretty hard. Yes, this information just come out today. This is the most up-to-date news out there with all this information, presenting it from the GOP. Yes, the U.S. House passed a debt ceiling bill by the slimmest of margins. Yes, with the final plan featuring $4.5 trillion in spending cuts while raising the debt limit window by $1.5 trillion until next May. Yes, May 2024. If the Republican-led bill gets Senate's approval and the signature of the President Joe Biden, it will help the federal government avoid a default. And the whole plan is so that we don't go into a jeopardy with our economy. We don't go into default, not paying our bills. The last thing that you and I need is for the United States to go into this huge debt, not being able to pay any bills. So that's why the GOP presented and passed this $4.5 trillion bill. But here's what's the crazy thing is they're thinking that the bill won't advance past the House, which approved it by 217-215 vote. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said that the bill is dead on arrival when it reaches his Democrats-controlled chamber. This is what Biden signaled as he said that he would veto the Republican plan. So why wouldn't they go ahead, read it, and say, hey, yeah, we don't fully agree with everything, but it's a start. Could we maybe negotiate on these certain areas and then let's get the bill passed? Why does it automatically got to get vetoed? Why does the Democrats got to shoot it down without taking into the consideration that if we don't get this passed, then the United States is not going to be able to pay their bills? Then how can we push for a $200 monthly increase for those on a fixed income? How will we be able to make sure that Social Security, Medicare get full 100% benefits if they're not making it happen? If the bill were to somehow make its way into law, its massive spending cuts could have a financial impact on millions of Americans. And here are the four most important cuts that could hit your wallets. Now, what they're saying is, yes, and this is where I feel like Joe Biden and his team, they're going to go in there, they're going to negotiate on things on what they're going to cut and the cuts they're going to make. They're saying that Social Security benefits could be cut if not negotiated to try to get things moving when it comes to those on a fixed income. They say that it would be a huge hit for those that draw Social Security. So this is not what we want. We want to get the bill passed, but not under that circumstance. This is where Joe Biden and those like Bernie Sanders are going to have to voice out, jump in and say, hey, we need to boost Social Security, not actually cut the benefit. A separate email also said that Social Security works that the bill of law would force the SSA to close field offices, reduce hours, and lay off thousands of workers, which again, that would just make it more difficult for you that receive a Social Security check. So definitely that doesn't need to happen. Another thing that they're wanting to cut is the student loan forgiveness on the federal level, where several students would get up to $10,000 of debt cancellation. Now, again, I get it. Many of you said it was stupid. It didn't make sense for them to get $10,000 debt canceled. But there again, if they pass this bill and they approve it in the House, then no one's going to get any debt cancellation. But there again, I just felt like just singling out one group, the students, was not fair to everybody else. I feel like everybody should get a piece of the pie, whether or not it's, $5,000 or even if it's $1,200 checks. At least you would have been given some financial support. So this is where I think that they could work together, negotiate. Now I get it. The GOP, they have strict requirements and, they want to get certain things passed. At the same time, this is where we come together as a country and we come together as one to say, let's figure out how we're going to help the American people. Because again, it's not necessarily his way, my way, your way, I'm wrong, you're right, I'm wrong. Like, it's literally, what can we do to help the American people? That's what it's really boils down to, because this is what people are depending on. You guys are waiting for that monthly check. People in this country are struggling because they just can't get enough money. And this is where we are depending on those in Congress, the House, to figure out a game plan to make this country better. So that way you and I have a better chance of surviving. So guys, that was some very, very exciting news. They got that bill passed. It's a step in the right direction. Are they going to fulfill everything on it? No, but at least they can get the ball moving, because the last thing that you and I need is for them not to pay the bills, because that's when everything's going to hit the fan. But guys, just remember, there are several states that are sending out stimulus checks. You've got California, Colorado, Maine, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New Mexico. Yes, it is Vermont and Oregon who finally joined the list. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on any other states that join the list. It's our job to check every single day for you, to keep you updated. And thank you guys so much for watching, for commenting. Your love and support means the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your chance to win. And until next time, I'm John Miro. Peace.